Welcome back to Video Game News Daily, the only essential second screen experience for gamers who need the latest from the industry. To get notified of new episodes, sign up to the mailing list at signup.videogamenewsdaily.com and subscribe to this podcast for game news every weekday. It's Monday, December 1st, 2025, brand new month. Let's get into it. Fortnite fans start hunting for AI slop after spotting alleged AI-generated artwork. Fortnite's new Chapter 7 map has barely landed, and players are already accusing Epic of sneaking AI art into the game. A Reddit post flagged a poster of a chilled-out Yeti on the new Pacific Break map with mismatched toes that people are taking as the classic AI tell. Epic hasn't confirmed anything, but the player base is now combing the map for AI slop like it's a brand new loot rarity. This is all happening in the context of Tim Sweeney recently saying AI will be in nearly all future production, which is not exactly calming anyone down. A Rockstar animator has seemingly included GTA 6 animations in their demo reel. Over at Rockstar, an animator's portfolio reel appears to have briefly featured animations from Grand Theft Auto 6 before the video was pulled. Fans grabbed mirrors and are dissecting every frame like it's the Zapruder film, pointing out character movements and sequences that match the game's earlier trailers. Officially, Rockstar is saying nothing, as usual, but it's another reminder that the leakiest part of any AAA game is often LinkedIn and personal showreels, not hackers. It's free marketing, just not the kind the PR team likes. Epic details Fortnite Chapter 7's gameplay changes. Epic has broken down what's actually changing with Fortnite Chapter 7 Pacific Break, beyond the usual new map, new battle pass, and please give us your V-Bucks pitch. There's now a simple build preset aimed at people who don't want to play competitive origami, plus a self-revive mechanic that gives you a second chance if teammates can't get to you in time. Mobility options and item balancing are being reworked again, because Fortnite's meta has the half-life of a TikTok trend. If you've been away for a season or two, congratulations, you're basically learning a new game. Again. Koei Tecmo exec makes heartfelt speech at Tomonobu Itagaki Memorial. A memorial was held this week for Tomonobu Itagaki, the outspoken creator behind Dead or Alive and the modern Ninja Gaiden series, who passed away at 58. At the event, a Koei Tecmo executive gave a heartfelt speech, calling him so cool, reflecting on his larger-than-life persona and his impact on Japanese action game design. Itagaki's games helped define the brutally precise, combo-heavy action template that's still being iterated on today. And under all the drama and sunglasses, there was a genuine design legacy, and the industry's quietly acknowledging that. I'd love to play her again. Bayonetta actor Hale says she'd return, despite online hate storm. Jennifer Hale has said she'd happily return to voice Bayonetta, even after the online backlash that followed replacing her longtime actor, Helena Taylor. Hale says she felt thrown under the bus during the boycott calls, but still clearly loves the character in the series. It's a neat reminder that voice actors often get caught in the crossfire of contract disputes they didn't create. Fans may not agree on who the real Bayonetta is, but if Platinum keeps making games about a swaggering witch kicking angels into orbit, most of us will still show up. Steam Machine could cost around $700. An analysis of the components inside Valve's upcoming Steam Machine suggests the hardware could land at around $699 in the US. That's based on estimated manufacturing costs rather than any official price, but it puts the box firmly in mid-range gaming PC territory instead of console impulse buy land. The big question is whether Valve can sell a boutique PC with a familiar pad and living room UI to a crowd that already has decks, desktops, and a backlog longer than their lifespan. On the bright side, at least this Steam Machine might actually ship. Metal Gear's producer says he's undecided on future remakes. MGS4 would be a real challenge. Metal Gear's current producer says the team hasn't decided which game to remake next after Metal Gear Solid Delta, and they don't want to just copy-paste the same approach to every entry. He specifically calls a potential Metal Gear Solid 4 remake a real challenge, thanks to its PC3 era design and famously tangled structure. The subtext is pretty clear. Remaking cinematic stealth epics designed around another generation's hardware is not straightforward. Also, doing it all without Kojima's input means every step is going to be scrutinized frame by frame by a very online fanbase. Capcom is reportedly working on a Dead Rising sequel starring Frank West. Capcom is reportedly shuffling the undead back onto the dance floor with a new Dead Rising sequel. And yes, Frank West is apparently back in the lead role. The report follows last year's remaster of the original game, which now looks like a soft test build of whether anyone still cares about mall-based zombie slapstick. There's no official announcement yet, but if this pans out, you can expect plenty of improvised weapons, time-sensitive objectives, and the eternal moral question of, do I save survivors or duct tape chainsaws to a kayak? Capcom quietly reviving old IP is very on brand right now. Hollow Knight's developers expect Silksong to lose at the Game Awards. In a refreshingly honest moment, the Hollow Knight Silksong devs at Team Cherry have said they expect their game to lose at the Game Awards to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. They've been openly praising Expedition 33 as exceptional, while also confirming they're working on Silksong DLC before the core game has even hit shelves. It's a fun snapshot of where prestige indie is right now. The bar is sky high, the competition is fierce, and everyone's trying to one-up each other's trauma-laced fantasy worlds. For players, it just means 2026's backlog is already terrifying. That's all for today. Subscribe to the Video Game News Daily podcast, sign up to the mailing list at signup.videogamenewsdaily.com for all the news sources, and to get notified when a new episode drops. And send this podcast on to a friend if you know they need the news. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.